Oh, cobble road. Oh, I love cobble road. Oh yes, fumble, fumble, fumble under me, yay. Why hello there guys, welcome back to Fernbus Coach Simulator, or should I call it now? Because technically it has a new name because of the recent updates and stuff like that. They've kind of rebranded it. It's now called Fernbus Simulator Reloaded, or Fernbus Coach Simulator Reloaded. And I think it has been pretty much reloaded. The game, I think, has changed drastically since it's been out now for pretty much a year and a couple of months now. Probably like a year and 3 months or something like that. The game has actually, I think, come quite a way. And this whole reloaded kind of rebranding, or just kind of like patch, let's say, it's mainly to do with a lot of things they've done to the engine. Obviously there's been a new update for Unreal. There's been a lot of improvements to like lighting, especially with nighttime, which I do promise the next episode will be a fully nighttime service. I know I don't do many of those because obviously most people, like, when I do nighttime services, they're like, I can't see anything, QWERTEE, it's all black. Well, we're driving in the night. So I promise episode 18 of my Fernbus Coach Simulator Let's Play series will be a fully nighttime service, so do stay tuned for that. But today we're here in Sellin. Normally I start in the kind of menu screen, but we're straight away into the game today. We're in Sellin because obviously with this whole reloaded kind of patch and kind of like latest update, we obviously have our first kind of proper kind of free DLC sort of. Normally I think before it was like kind of patched in, like say the kind of only city that was really patched in last time before was Castle. And then they kind of added Stralsund into the kind of beta patches, and then with Stralsund, obviously we have our first kind of free DLC, which is Usedom. It's the Usedom Free DLC, and it basically puts the island of Usedom in the Baltic Sea, I think, next to Poland, as I know now. Now I know where Usedom is. It's added the city of, I do believe it's Usedom, of course, and Aldbeck, and that's we've been given quite a lot of nice extensive bit of roads and networks up there into the actual island. And obviously we have Stralsund and Sellin all done and reworked, which in my previous episode when I did my Croatia coast tour, you would have seen that I drove in those kind of parts. I really like the whole Stralsund city area, and I really like the new kind of built up roads into Sellin. But we're in Sellin today. Very nice day today. As well, I do think they've updated the weather engine as well, so the weather actually looks quite nice, but also the lighting is definitely a major improvement. And as I said, in the next episode I will be doing a fully nighttime service, an overnight haul or service. Well, I'm saying haul, we're not in Euro Truck today, however, and you can also see the coach I'm going to be driving today. Just get this gate open. We're in the Neoplan Skyliner again, but we're in something familiar to home in the UK here. This actually recently just came out. There was one for the MAN Lion City. There was a repaint for this, a Stagecoach repaint for the Lion City, but there wasn't one for the Neoplan Skyliner, and this only came out recently, like a few days ago, I do believe. And I definitely had to get my hands on it. Pure Stagecoach livery here, the classic old Stagecoach livery here for the Neoplan Skyliner. And I have to say, it dresses up really well. It's a very classic livery. Like, Stagecoach haven't really changed much of their kind of original livery, and to be honest, we don't really need to. It's kind of a nice, simple, everyone kind of knows Stagecoach and knows the kind of colours associated with it. So I understand why they have not actually like changed their livery over the years, but this is the repaint for the Neoplan Skyliner. It also comes with I don't know if the same person did the previous MAN Lion City coach Stagecoach livery, but this one also comes with the repaints for the Lion City as well. But the one I wanted to drive was the Neoplan Skyliner because I think it kind of dresses well on the Neoplan Skyliner more than on the on the Lion City, so that's why I chose to do it. And today will be, if I actually get my little app here, we can log in here and I can show you the route, because normally I would show you the route before I actually load into the game. But today we're going to be doing a nice, we're going to kind of go from where we left off in the previous episode, which was Sellin, where I finished my Croatia bus coast tour, North Coast tour. We're going to be going Sellin. We're going to stop in Strausland officially, because last time we couldn't stop in it because there was some sort of bug in the beta patch where you couldn't actually like add Strausland as a city to kind of go to. And then we're going to go to Albeck and then Usedom. And Albeck and Usedom are on the same kind of island part of Usedom. I'm guessing the whole island's called Usedom, and then there's this city on it called Usedom, and then there's also Albeck, or I think maybe Albeck might be a separate island. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. And my kind of routing today, if I actually go on the map here, you can see what we're going to do here. We're going to start here, Sellin, go, and then obviously go into Strausland. But you see here where it kind of goes down and then goes right to Usedom. Like, I want to go to Albeck first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the motorway here and go up these roads, and I'm guessing these roads are going to be country roads, which I really do like driving on country roads in this game. I'm going to drive on these roads and then down to Albeck, and then we're going to go back west to Usedom. And as you can see here, Usedom is sort of like a island, sort of, like you can see here. And there's like, I'm guessing there's two bridges here. There's one up here in the north and then one down here in the south to get to Usedom directly. As I said, we're gonna not go down this way, we're gonna go up here on this kind of northern road and then pop over to Albeck first, and then hopefully get to Usedom last. So I think that's a nice bit of a journey today, not too long, but we'll be stopping at some nice places. And basically this video is to show you Usedom, essentially the free DLC that you get. You get Albeck and you get Usedom, and you even get Strausland, which I would kind of count as this kind of latest reloaded patch as well. So you kind of get 3 cities in this pack. I think there might have been one more, but I'm not too sure. I think it's just mainly this kind of whole area up here in the map has basically been updated, and it's basically the free DLC that you're getting, as well as all of the kind of behind the scenes improvements with the engine. Loading times are better now. Frame rate's been increased much better now. It's a lot more stable. Lighting, as I said, nighttime, as my next episode will be a fully nighttime service, because I know there's some of you in in the previous episode like, QWERTEE, can we do a night service please? And normally I've not done a full nighttime service in this game yet. I only tend to, what I do is, let me just get this sorted. I need to get used to the controls again, because I normally forget what, like, oh, that's lights, okay. There we go, get the engine on. I have to kind of readjust to the kind of, to the settings of, okay, that's reverse. Can we do that? And there we go, perfect. I have to get used to the settings every time I come back in Fernbus, because I do kind of do a couple of videos and then I kind of have a bit of a break. And back when I used to do a lot of OMSI as well, I had to get used to the, because I have different setup controls on my G29. I have different controls for OMSI, I have different controls for Eurotruck, I have different controls for Fernbus. You would think, QWERTEE, why don't you just map everything similar, like, all the kind of stuff that you kind of map on your G29, why don't you just do it all the same for each game? But each game is similar, but it's different. So I don't know why I haven't done it all the same. It's kind of like I've played all these games like in different kind of eras, or like timings, really, because obviously the first game I kind of played properly on the steering wheel was OMSI, and then it was Eurotruck, and kind of for Eurotruck, as I mainly just streamed that, it was kind of like a kind of different game that I wanted the control set out differently. And then obviously when I hit onto Fernbus, I should have kind of done Fernbus similar to OMSI, but I just never did. And yeah, that's essentially the reason. By the way, the shoutouts for this video, I didn't forget them. They go to Thepantsclub and Simulation Gamer. That's again Thepantsclub and Simulation Gamer. Their links and stuff will be down below. If you guys would like a shoutout, please use the QWERTY forms link down below, and wait your turn. So already I can notice while driving that the FPS is a lot more smoother, there's it's just a lot more stable. And trust me, I played quite a lot of this game, and since playing it from release, where like I remember when I turned on the game for the first time and actually made the first ever video, which that video is crazy now. It's like it's one of my most viewed videos on the channel. It's like something like 125,000 views now. It's absolutely crazy. But when I played it in that first episode, the game was completely different. You know, there was a lot of features missing. It was basically not ready yet. It needed a lot more work, and now playing this, it definitely feels like a more complete game. Right, so let me get the destination board. I've just put in like a random route 747 to Usedom via Stralsund, Albeck, and Usedom. And then we shall shuffle through here. We can get the doors already open here if we want to. I'll get the aircon on. I'll put it at a toasty 22.5. I'm going to leave it. Or maybe 23. No, I'm going to leave it at 22.5. And then we're going to just put on... Oh, no, we're doing the announcement because we're not doing Flixbus. Passenger lights, yes, we want all of them. Reading lights, we want the toilets on. We want the kitchen on. We want the Wi-Fi. And I don't know what additional batteries does anymore, but like it doesn't even come on, so I guess it's not simulated. And essentially, what else can we put? We always put on the comfort suspension because, you know, well, Stagecoach, I guess we're a little bit more premium. We're not like Megabus where I kept it off. And yeah, put the nav on even though it is already on, and everything else is pretty much, I don't really bother. I don't touch it too much, but as you can see there, that's all sorted. Right, let's get out of my chair. Let's go and greet the passengers. We have actually quite a nice bit of passengers today, I have to say. How many are we supposed to check in? About 10. That looks... Okay, that looks around 10. Maybe we have a few more that are like paying straight away here. We're going to Albeck, that is correct. Welcome aboard. Usedom, welcome to this new... Oh, luggage! Look at me, being so sloppy here. Let's open all of that up. I have to say, this repaint does really coat well on this Neoplan Skyliner. It just looks so good. Stralsund, yep. Usedom, yep. New location in Fernbus. This is the Maiden Voyage. Oh, you're gonna be the first passenger I ever sell a ticket to directly like this to Usedom. That's excellent stuff. Give that a little check, and oh, and I'm in third person. I'll do it in third person. Why not? Even though I'm not looking at them. You want to go to Albeck? That is fine. Welcome on board. Albeck. First ticket selling to Albeck, which is great. One thing I'm still like really hoping that they're still going to do this is where people are going to actually walk on board the coach. I keep saying this. This is something that they said like before in the actual beta or even the alpha of the game before it even released publicly, that passengers actually could walk on board, but they disabled it because it wasn't that. Whoa, that is really short. Like, no offense to short people, but that's a pretty short woman. You want to go Stralsund? Where is Stralsund? There we go. Give that a check. Perfect. Another short woman, her twin. Yep, Usedom, that's fine. Well, yeah, we're having quite a lot of these people that are just buying tickets directly from me. This is great. Stagecoach setting up a nice new route here in Germany. Going to Usedom. What was that one? Yeah, that's fine. Going to Albeck, that's fine. And you are going to... We have had no passengers with any sort of bad destinations today. That's really nice. Everyone knows where they're going, which I'm pleased to say. Right, we can close that door. We can close the luggage compartment. All is good. And let's get back inside and let's get going. Let's get going for episode 17. It is 17. I always get muddled up with the episodes of Fernbus, but it is episode 17. Right. Let's get some kind of like daylight running lights on. Let's go. Well, this van's not going to let me through. What a nice guy. Alright, we're taking a left here. As you can see, I'm using Track IR in this episode. As I did say in the previous episodes, speak, Samuel, speak. Produce your words. I did say in the previous episode that sometimes I might not be bothered to put on Track IR because it is a little bit of a faff nowadays. I don't really... It's useful, and most of the time, like, I do like using it, but sometimes I just can't be bothered, and I just don't want to move my head. Is that lazy? I don't want to move my head to actually see things that I need to see to kind of make my driving experience safer. But hey, it's whatever. Now, I'm going to really enjoy coming out of Sellin here because I really like this whole new country to motorway road link up that then kind of goes into Stralsund, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. And this is also a thing that you get in the Reloaded patch, which is quite a lot actually. They've added a whole, and I think once we get onto the Usedom Island, they did say that they kind of added like new foliage and stuff like that, so hopefully the kind of scenery and stuff should feel it should feel a lot newer and a little bit different, because so far now, like, I've seen kind of all the kind of biomes and stuff like that that the game has to offer. Obviously I've not traveled to every city yet, but I kind of get I kind of get the German feel quite a lot driving around in Fernbus. So it'd be nice to see, like, obviously this is still in Germany, but it is an island in the Baltic Sea. So I'm expecting, you know, a bit more of a kind of island vibe or some sort, you know, like something a little bit more, and something to give us clues and stuff of how the kind of new country DLCs, which are going to be coming, I don't know when, but I'm guessing sometime in the beginning of next year, with Austria, France, and Italy. Like, these are going to be some... No, sorry, not Italy. Austria, Switzerland, and France. Those are going to be some really cool things to kind of see how they're going to look like, and like what's gonna, because obviously Switzerland, that's what I think, that's the one I'm really looking forward to. Switzerland is going to be the one I'm going to be like, okay, this is going to be really good. Like, we're going to have mountains, we're going to have snow, well, not like kind of permanent snow maybe, but we're going to have that kind of nice kind of mountain Alps kind of feel, which if you do drive to the south of Germany, you do get a bit of it so far. But I think because Switzerland just has that really nice kind of Swiss look, and obviously you're going to get things like Lake Geneva and stuff hopefully put in. I think the whole look of Switzerland is going to be one of my favourite, I think, out of like Switzerland, Austria, and France. France could be really good as well. We could see some really cool, like, obviously, like with Viva la France with Eurotruck, that has a really nice feel, and seeing it in this game would be pretty cool as well, because I think the scaling is slightly bigger for this game than it is in Eurotruck, so it takes slightly longer to go, like, I think, for a distance, because obviously this game is just Germany, and Eurotruck has Germany within it, and it's probably really quick to drive across Germany in Eurotruck, while this game, you could be here as long as driving from, like, a journey, like, say if I wanted to go from North to South Germany in this game, I would probably spend as much time as driving, say, from the UK to Poland in Eurotruck. So that's how the scales vary, and that's how, like, this game kind of will feel bigger and longer. So, like, a country like Switzerland, how, like, in Eurotruck, you kind of breeze through it and you do get a bit of mountain vibes, while in this game, you're not going to really breeze through it as quick. You're going to get a lot more longer roads to drive on, and I'm just more excited for that. Like, Switzerland, definitely out of the 3 country DLCs that TML are going to be releasing, I definitely think those are the one. That's the one out of the 3 I'm going to be looking forward to most. Right, we're turning off here to Stralsund. Really lovely city that I visited in the last episode. I was really, really impressed. The city had everything. It had nice cobble streets. It had what else did it have? I love the whole motorway, that kind of like the like overflow motorway, or like, what am I saying? The kind of there's a word for it, like the overpass. There we go. The overpass for the motorway that goes over Stralsund, I think is really nice. I think it's the only city I've seen that has like there's probably other cities in the game that actually have overpasses, but the one in Stralsund is just really nice. It's really high up as well, like it's really, really tall. Alright. Get a little view of my Stagecoach beauty. Looks good. Looks really nice. What do you guys think? I think it suits the Neoplan quite well, actually. And as you can see, it's all autumn, all browning outside. Because I do have the date set to the date I'm recording it right now, so it is sort of like autumn winter. I've set the time like in the morning because I wanted this to be like still fully day, because normally with these kind of episodes where I'm like showcasing like something new, like obviously I'm showcasing the Usedom DLC in this episode, I want you guys to see it. Well, okay, good. I thought he was gonna actually turn left, but it's good. And if you guys remember this, the train station and the train tracks that go across here on this bridge, and then the right there's the overpass that will go over Stralsund, while we're going on this older kind of A road, I would suppose, into Stralsund. Lovely stuff. But yeah, I wanted to do it in the daytime so you guys could see stuff, and then obviously, as I said, next video I'm thinking about what I want to do for the next night service video, because I've not done a fully kind of night service run in this game yet, and I think I'm actually excited for it because I think you guys are going to really enjoy the new lighting updates. Like in the if you guys already played the game, you already noticed that the lighting in cities in the nighttime is so much better. You can actually see stuff. The street lamps are not just there to look like street lamps, but they actually act like street lamps and actually illuminate areas that you want to like see, and basically that you expect to see. And like in the kind of busy city centers where like it's just automatically all lighted up, those are the kind of areas now that are just like really illuminated really well. And if you just saw there, we past that kind of like train crossing place here, level crossing. I haven't seen a train go past around here yet. I don't know if train AI, like there is definitely train AI in the game. I don't know if there's stuff that actually goes through here like across the road, but that's maybe something to investigate a little later, a little further. And I do like this repaint. I'll leave the link down as well below for the repaint, so you guys can download it if you have the Neoplan Skyliner. You can also, even if you don't have the Neoplan Skyliner, you just have the MANs, you can the skin comes with like for the MANs as well, so you don't have to have the Neoplan Skyliner to enjoy some Stagecoach repaint goodness. Right, nicely does it. It's a bit eerie, isn't it? It's like it's 10:20. What is it? It's 10:15 in the morning, and it's a bit eerie. Like I know it's like the winter month, but it really feels kind of a little bit dark and gloomy in the game, which I don't mind. It kind of does resemble winter, especially in the UK. It's even if it's like, you know, in the middle of the day, it still feels kind of, it doesn't feel as bright as like say when in the summer, like in the middle of the day, it's glorious if like there's no clouds or anything. Right now you can see there's no clouds, but it still feels a little gloomy, a little like winter, basically. It's like autumn winter. And what the hell? So let me get this straight. It was green for me because I didn't get a warning that I passed a red light. So obviously the light changed to red while I was in like mid-transit there past the like whole junction. And obviously the AI was just like, it's green for me, but there's a bus coming, but I'm still just gonna go through the bus, which I think is a bit rude. What was I supposed to do there? Just stop in them? Like, it's a bit too late for me. As well, I was talking to you guys, so you know. Now this should be quite interesting. Getting into this in the previous episode when I did like a little tour of Stralsund with the MAN, the small MAN, in the Croatia bus repaint, and I came into Stralsund. I went into near here where the bus station is, the coach station, and we went into it. We had a look of how the station layout is, and it's like one of those, I don't think we've actually seen one of them in any of the cities so far that I've actually driven in Fernbus. And we kind of determined that it was quite a bit of a tight station to maneuver even the smallest MAN line city. So I'm driving the Neoplan Skyliner right now, which is the bigger bus out of all the three available in the game. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit here. So we're going to see. This is going to be a bit of a mission here. So I've accepted it. Maybe they... would you look at this, guys? Would you actually look at this? They actually changed the layout of the bus station. If you remember in the previous episode, which was in the beta patch, and I'm still on the beta patch, but before Stralsund came out as an official city on the public release, the station layout, if you remember, if you actually cast your minds back to episode 16, was completely different. Wow, they actually changed the layout completely. Right, let me get out here. Because if you remember, you would have come in here, and there was only like 3 or 4 bays, and it was one where you had to actually kind of go round and then kind of go through the really tight little like sections for the coaches to park at. While now they kind of just, I think they just opted for a really simple kind of like drive in and reverse out kind of thing, which I think is a lot better because this is a lot of space. Look at the amount of space here. It's only like, there's only what, like 1, 2, 3, there's only like 4 bays here, and essentially before there was only like 3 or 4, but they're really tight, and I definitely would not have been able to get a Neoplan Skyliner down here. No way at all. So that's cool. Something new there. I'm just getting the things open here for the passengers. And, oh, another thing I forgot to do. I forgot to press start ride. My normal traits of a Fernbus episode. You're going to Aldbeck. That is fine. Welcome. We have quite a lot of people here today. Use them. Thank you. Aldbeck. Yes. Welcome on board. Yeah. Railway station. Line 47 direct railways. What's railway station? I just wanted to see, like, I knew it was invalid, but I wanted to actually see if that might have been like some sort of like via station or something. That was interesting. Like, what's a railway station? There's obviously some like, what, it wouldn't have given me all the stations that people see. Yeah, hotel. What is this? I've not seen this before. So these are, I guess these are like random locations that passengers now who give wrong destinations give now. Instead of giving like another city, they give like some sort of random location there, like a railway station or a hotel. Which, that's kind of cool. I think, yeah, that's not bad. Right, let's get these luggage door compartments all closed up. Open the ones at the back for no reason, but you know, a little bit of extra walking for me to do. Right, going for the back here. Got that door closed. Make myself a little cappuccino. Let's head to the front. someone on their phone there, on the Flixbus app. Or the Stagecoach app. Well, where haven't been to? Oh, I got an achievement probably for just like stopping here in Stralsund for the first time officially. Right, let's start the ride. Off to Albeck we go. Gonna have to get into the reverse camera here. Right. Don't really need a camera. It's pretty much like an open space here, isn't it? But, you know, it's nice to have it. Right. Let us roll. Let us get out of Stralsund and let's go and venture to some places that we have not been. Oh, there's actually more bays around here. They're like, I guess those are more like oh, we've turned a little bit over quick that a bit. I guess those are like more like resting ones or like stands for like drivers that are not like in service or something, I would presume. Right. Let's get back on track here. And let's get to Usedom now. We're now going to the island of Usedom. I think Sellin and Stralsund, or Sellin's on like a half island or something like that, and now we're going on back into the mainland, and then we're going to go onto the kind of Usedom part, which I'm excited for. You know, this is Usedom. This is the first proper free DLC we're getting for this game. Now that's good. They're adding free DLC, which is really nice. They're not just shoving payware down our throat, which is like something I commend TML for doing. And they're constantly updating this game. And I would definitely say right now, this game is really flavorful. And I would recommend it to people, because I get a lot of people asking me, is the game good now enough to buy? Because last year, I remember when it came out, people were like, oh, is it worth to buy? I would say no, give it more time to kind of update and develop. Now, I would say this game is, I genuinely think, at a really good standard state, where I think this is a good game that you can buy. You can have quite a lot of hours of it, driving around, doing services, visiting all the cities and stuff, and then kind of, you know, the new parts here in the northeast that have been added to the game. I definitely think you would enjoy yourself quite a lot. And then obviously there's a lot of good things over the horizon coming out, like the country maps, the Bundesliga DLC, where you get to kind of be like a football coach, driver, manager kind of thing. You have obviously the country DLCs with Switzerland, Austria and France, which if they price those DLCs right, like how SCS do their DLCs, I definitely think people will be enticed to buy them, and I think they'll be really like quite worth. I think all of the DLCs that SCS released, like Vive la France, Scandinavia, Going East, I think all of those DLCs are so worth it. And the thing is, all of those DLCs get better each. Like, say, if you compare Going East to Vive la France, obviously there's major quality differences, but you can see that they've improved on time. It's not like Going East was really crap and Vive la France is now so good because it has all of these things that Going East didn't have. Going East is still amazing. It added quite a lot of nice Eastern content and, you know, opens up a huge branch of the map to play in. But Vive la France is now just a really like good modern equivalent of where they've kind of like updating things to kind of a better standard with how like the road networks and stuff in France and just the scenery and stuff. Obviously, I shouldn't have gone there. That was my bad. But at least the car stopped for me, which is really nice. Right. And if I remember, we go over this bridge and then we kind of like join back on the motorway here out of Stralsund, which is very nice. So I definitely think if TML structure the pricing for the DLC really well for their country DLCs, and even like things like the Bundesliga, I think it'll do really well. Even like the Neoplan Skyliner, I think that was a really nice kind of DLC, and it is a really nicely detailed bus and a really great addition to the game. And then even the next bus, which I've actually seen some footage of it on like Sim UK's channel, because he's got access into the beta of the next DLC bus, which is a Cetra. Now that looks really good. That's like even better. They're just building upon. I like when developers like build upon stuff and actually improve on their kind of content and stuff that they release. They don't just release the same stuff, or they don't release inconsistent stuff like like Dovetail Games with like their maps and their trains, where some trains have more features than others, some maps are better detailed than others. You know, there's gaps and stuff with like products for Train Simulator, while for like SES and even this game, it's consistent and it's always improving upon prior releases, which I really like. And the next kind of bus or set of buses is the kind of Cetra ones that they're going to be releasing, and they look really nice. And I've seen a video of the Cetra, and it looks... One thing I was just noticing straight away, I was just like, we have a completely different dashboard, which looks so cool. Obviously, I think in the last episode I kind of told you guys why, my realization of why the dashboard in the Neoplan Skyliner and in the MANs look the same. I honestly thought that was a thing that the developers did to kind of like not make a completely new dash, but then I actually realized that in real life, oh, I'm drifting off here a bit off the road, what the hell. There we go, I just want to get into cruise control. But then I actually realized in real life, Neoplan is actually owned by MAN. Basically, Neoplan's just MAN, but just a different like branded version of coaches, basically. So you have MAN coaches, but then MAN acquired Neoplan, and they basically use most of the same parts on Neoplan coaches, but just obviously design slightly different looking, maybe like different kind of variant of coaches for maybe a certain different type of market. But then obviously their dashboards would probably be very similar because it's just MAN. So why would they spend money, you know, developing a new dashboard where they could just use the same dashboards like on MAN coaches? So that was my realization. And then seeing a completely new dashboard in the game with the Cetra coaches, I was like, oh my god, yes, this is finally what we've been waiting for, like a completely different coach. But then again, I can't, like, other coaches I would love to see is like stuff like the Mercedes-Benz Turismos. I think those would be so cool to have, and I definitely know Flixbus uses Mercedes Turismos. I just think, you know, Mercedes in this game would be lovely. I don't know how much of the licensing issue that would be, because Mercedes pretty, you know, Mercedes is up there. But I'm sure if they had an MAN kind of thing, license deal as well, because this game is still licensed with Flixbus, so anything that they release in terms of buses has to correspond with, I guess, Flixbus. So obviously MANs and Neoplan Skyliners are things Flixbus use. Cetras, which is the next buses that's going to come out for the game, those are buses that I assume Flixbus use. And I'm pretty sure if they wanted to do Mercedes, they would say, oh yeah, Flixbus, we're going to do Mercedes in the game, and then they would say, maybe contact Mercedes and say, can we do that in joint partnership with Flixbus? It's actually really good, because if you think about it, TML are in this partnership with Flixbus, and in case they want to do any more kind of different coaches, and they want to approach the manufacturers of the coaches, like say Mercedes-Benz is like maybe a potential future bus add-on, they have the partnership with Germany's biggest coach company to go, hey, we're in partnership with this, you know, the biggest German coach company. We're in partnership doing this game. We've released MAN buses to detail. We've released Neoplan Skyliner coach. We've now released Cetra, and we've done it all good. It's all perceived well by audiences. Can we actually do some sort of licensing deal with you, Mercedes? And obviously Mercedes is German, so I think this is just going to be, you know, it's going to be a fabulous thing if it ever happens. And I think because most coach companies or coach manufacturers are German, so I think, you know, that should be, I think it shouldn't be too difficult. So maybe potentially a Mercedes kind of variant of coaches in the game. I wouldn't be surprised. I would really like that. I don't know what you guys, tell me your thoughts. What kind of like Mercedes, would you want Mercedes coaches in the game? What other kind of coaches? Kind of, we have to kind of think in the ballpark of German coaches and like stuff related to Flixbus and their kind of fleet, because obviously again this game is in partnership with Flixbus, so they're not going to go anything out there like use buses that like say National Express uses but Flixbus doesn't, or something like that. I don't know. One thing I'm going to do here is I pressed the thing by accident. Okay, it was good I actually checked the map here, because I need to get off here, and yeah, so I need to get off here, because if I continued I would have gone on the motorway, and then I would have gone past Usedom and then into Albeck. But I want to go Albeck first, and then into Usedom. Oh, this is a bit of a tight one, isn't it? Ooh. Ooh. That's fine. So, as I said, the plan at the beginning of this video, of this episode, I was going to cut out and not go via the motorway all the way to, which if I went that way, I would have gone via, ooh. That's just back to the motorway, isn't it? Yeah, I just want to go straight. That's fine. Beautiful. Sorry, guys. Carry on. So yeah, I want to go down this way. So this is, I'm guessing, the country road path, and we'll get to kind of go across a bridge that will go onto the island of Usedom. So we get to drive on some nice country road before we venture onto the new part of. I'm guessing this is also new as well. This wouldn't have been here. This is a road that actually goes directly onto the island. So this, or what you're seeing right now, is new. It's not. It was never in the game. You can see here now we're in Cobble Road. Oh, I love Cobble Road. Oh yes, fumble, fumble, fumble under me, yay. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, this new town is new. So this is what you get in the Usedom DLC. Can't see what it was called, Guzlaw or something, Guzlaw. So that's first new bit of thing, and everything now we're driving on is completely new that comes with this free DLC, which you don't even have to, it all installs automatically for you, which is nice. I do like that. Let's keep cruise control on at like 80. I think 80 is fine. I wouldn't go 100 on these kind of roads with especially the, oh, when we need to go 70 here. Oh my god, this is a bit tight, yeah. This is a bit, you know, we're getting into rally territory here, which obviously the Neoplan Skyliner I would not put on my top, you know, top 5 vehicle list of rally vehicles. Definitely not. But it is smooth. I guess for passenger comfort, yes. Because if you want to do a rally stage in comfort, why not use a coach? Has anyone even built a rally coach? I wouldn't be surprised. If you can think of it, it's probably been done. But has it been used fully? Or is it just done its first like trial or whatever and just literally flopped over? These roads are really tight though. I'm, you know, having a bit of have to work here with my steering wheel. It's not just sitting here just turning a little bit like on the motorway. This is why I like driving on these kind of like country roads. What town is this? This is Zusor? I think it said Zusor. Probably butchering the name, but I think it said Zusor. And I like these kind of additions of like more little towns in between. Yeah, I think that is, yeah, Zusau or something like that. But one thing I really wish they would do, like maybe in a future update, is all these little towns you see me like driving through, why don't they have bus stops in them? Like, why can't I stop there? Because I'm pretty sure like there's quite a lot of, if you like look at Flixbus and stuff like that, they stop in these little like villages and little towns and stuff on the way in between the cities. Why can't I, you know, why can't I just stop at one of those little towns? Well, just put down a bus stop, put it as a bus stop area, and then I can just add it to my route. This is Wolgast. Now, I'm a little bit of a. I'm guessing they put this here to kind of stop people from. Oh, and there's two. Oh, that's cute. Oh, when I saw. Wait, did they just go over invisible humps? Right. Need to check my map here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Cheeky. It wants me to go right. Now I'm going to go straight. I want to go through, you know, up here. I want to go for, like, the different parts. It wants me to take the quickest or the, you know, the most simplest route. I want to go the most complicated. I want to see what all of Usedom has to offer. Now this is, yeah, this is Wolgast. This is a pretty big city. But there's no bus station in it. Is there going to be a bus station added in the future? This is what I mean. This could be a really good, like, say right now we have the whole thing with the Fernbus Simulator Reloaded kind of branding thing. In the future, they should do something like, I don't know, Fernbus Village expeditions or something. I don't know. I forget the name the names I'm thinking of, but include all of these towns and stuff and add bus stops to them. Do you know how big of an update that would be? That would add so much more. Are you kidding me, mate? Wow. Jesus. I was in the middle of such a nice monologue there. I was in such, you know, good... I was midway through my paragraph there and just had to be disturbed by that. But look at this. This is a city here that's actually not like a city that you can actually, you know, stop at. Look at the... Wait, what the hell? Okay, the AI today is just trolling me hardcore. But anyway, as I was saying, bus stop right here. Why can't TML, if you're watching this, which maybe you do watch my videos, and if you do, hi. Why in the future do an update? All these bus stops, because I see a lot of bus stops in these villages and and even this city that's just not even on the like route planner thing to actually select. Activate all of these bus stops, because you know how many bus stops there are on the whole map if you include all of these little villages. Like a crazy amount. The amount of variety and variability that you'd be able to do in the game if all of those were activated would be insane. You would be able to basically do like you could like say imagine Berlin, the amount of stops and stuff you can go, or Cologne or something, because those are pretty big cities in the game and takes, you know, a good 10-15 minutes to kind of go through them. But imagine they had a lot more stops where you could essentially just do a little Cologne service within the city. Oh, I do love this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I do love this. This is... Oh, this is a really... I love it. Yeah, look at this. Nice little road. I feel like I need to go slow. This is like not something I would even go 50 at. I'm just taking my time here for this, like, you know, ancient cobble street or something. And then we're back to normal road. But... do tell me down below, guys, do you agree with my kind of little bit of an idea here? I'm pretty sure it's not like a new idea, but don't you think all of these bus stops, just these placeholder bus stops, why can't they be activated? See, we're leaving here Volgast. Beautiful little city added, but it's not activatable on bus stops. I don't understand this. Like, there's so, like, you literally all the there's actually so much content in this game that's actually not unlocked to its full potential, and I really think if they activated... Oh, and we're now going on to Usedom, so just to let you know, this is the island of Usedom. You can see here this is like on a bridge crossing I'm guessing some sort of river here that kind of cuts between the mainland and the actual Usedom island. But the amount of potential I'm seeing with this, like if we unlocked all these village and all these kind of unused cities bus stops, oh, it would be crazy. Because that's the one thing I really like, you know, when I'm planning out, like, say, routes and stuff, I would love to have more stops within cities to stop at, not just one major stop. And I've brought this up, like, if you take National Express from London, you don't just go from, like, Victoria Coach Station and then go straight out of London. There are some express services like that, but most of them stop in, like, places like Golders Green, and, like, I'm just talking about places that go north. I'm not too sure about south, but they stop at Golders Green, they stop at Baker Street and stuff like that. So this is just something I'd love to see. And this is another little town here. What is it called? It's called Z something. Apologies that anyone lives in that town. But I am super impressed. Already I'm kind of getting a new feel. Oh, another little train crossing here. Oh, my G29 had a little fit there. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad I came this way, because look at this, we get to experience this really nice scenery here on this island. And look at this, coming into another town. What is this? This is Kosovo. beautiful. And this is all free. This is all free. Not even SCS do this. Like, look at this. This is all like someone had to take their time to place all of this stuff down. This is, you know, this is a pretty big island. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm still driving on it and still have a bit to go. And there's 2 like major cities that you can stop at here, like officially. And there's all these little towns and stuff here that like I'm driving through that are not like they're unofficial ones that you can't really stop at. And this is all free. This is really good stuff, TML. Really good stuff. Oh, another crossing. I really wonder if there's actual train AI like around here in Usedom. Oh, this is beautiful. And the autumn kind of season makes it just amplifies it a little bit more. Got a bit of greens, yellows. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's just absolutely beautiful. What do you guys think? I think this is absolutely gorgeous. And look, coming into another little town. Like, this is something like that's really great, and they're showing that they want to put more of these little towns. What is this? This is Ukeritz. Has that funny U that's like in Uber. And is that a train station there? Oh, lovely. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm actually so in awe. This is really nice. Keep going like this. If this is how Usedom is, and this is, I'm seeing really nice different layouts and stuff. I really cannot wait for like Austria, Switzerland, and France. I think they're gonna be insane compared to this. And this, I'm wow. This is good. This is really nice, and this is free. It's freeware. Well, it's not free. It's official freeware. First party freeware. Like, first party freeware, I think is like always so good. You appreciate it a lot more, I think. Right, so what am I doing here? I'll have a look at the map. I love this. Like, there's like all these different ways to get to places now. It's not just one road. Yeah, I could go. I'm just gonna go straight, because like another example is if you go down here to where is it? Regensburg's a good example. There's only one road into Regensburg. Well, technically there should be some other ones that kind of come in from the north or even from the south. You know, that would be really good. And obviously, like, if, you know, Poland ever becomes, or no, Poland's there. This is that Austria? Damn, I don't know my geography. That's Austria, isn't it? Or that's Austria. One of those two is Austria, and down here is like Switzerland, I think. But like, it'd just be so nice. Like, see right now, like, these places here have so many, and you can just look at this part of the map. You have so much more kind of roads that intertwine between cities that you never had before. So somewhere like, it's just good to see how it's come a long way. Like Regensburg, just one road, nothing much else. It's just really kind of uninteresting. But then up here, where you have like two cities pretty close to each other. They're putting cities quite close to each other now, which is really nice. You have so many little roads, and like there's like to Albeck, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 4 or 5 different ways to actually get to Albeck, that's really nice. That is really, really nice. Oh wow. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. You better give way to me. Yeah, that's right. Oh, national speed limit. But I don't want to. I want to admire. I want to take in the views. It's just, I just love it. Tell me what you guys think of this Usedom so far. I think it's great. And if anyone who's, you know, got the game and, you know, has gotten the Usedom Free DLC, please do tell me so far what your thoughts on it. And we are in Albeck, which is one of these like kind of small little city towns. See, so all of these towns I passed could have bus stops. amount of bus stops, the amount of towns I could have stopped there on the way here is just great. Oh, look at that, the sea. And pier, has a pier like Sellin as well. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, some kind of bay parking. I like this. I've not seen, well, maybe there is already in the game, but I've not actually seen bay parking like layouts like this. So that's actually really nice. I like that. Oh, which way am I supposed to go here? I'm guessing I go round because there's a bit of orange on the other side, so you stay there, mate. You stay there. Whoa, it's 30 here. Damn, that's slow. That's like 15 miles an hour or something like that. Or more like 17 or 18. Oh, more cobble streets. Can't say no to that. Right. And there is my station here. Oh good, I did choose the right path. There we go. Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff. What I'm going to do here also is I'm going to actually take the brake. So I'm going to turn off my engine and I'm going to open both my doors. And then I can just take a break now, so I can just take the break right now and not bother about it, because it's saying on the schedule I need to take a break after. Oh. 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 That is a bit of a hit to FPS there. I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh. That might be a bug. I'm on the beta patch, just to let you know, so things can be unstable, and I think damn. Let me just go to graphics here, auto detect, and just accept that. That's interesting. I don't know why, but anyway, hopefully it should rectify itself, but I don't know, maybe that might be a little bit of a bug there with taking a break, where it will kind of go like tank on the FPS or something like that. I don't know what the issue is. I've not had this issue, so this is a new one here I'm dealing with. Because you saw the FPS was absolutely fine. It's been a dream through this whole video, and now it's just might play up for me, but hopefully it should resurrect and get back to its normal self. Check you. Hopefully it'll just change back to did I do you? Yeah, I did. Kind of feels like it's gone down to like 1 FPS. I don't know. But then again, as I said, I am on the beta patch, which can be unstable. Have I? Yeah, I've done. Okay, there, done you, Cena. It's like I've just taken an extensive load of drugs and just like, yep, I want my shift finished. Anyone in the front seat here? Make this FPS thing stop. Oh man, something really must have oh god. Okay, I'm missing one, which is a bit annoying. Who's the there you go. Right, checked. Oh, thank God! It was to do with the checking. Oh, that's good. I'm so relieved about that.
Hello. Yes,
Hiya.
ticket.
No, we're not going to Arsburg. Next station is Usedom.
Wo ist denn der Gepäckraum?
Oh, the luggage compartment, of course. I'm so sorry about that. Had a bit of a hangover there. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bug there. Yeah, so when you take a break at a station and you go back in to check people, the FPS just tanks for some reason. Do not know why. Usedom, yeah. I wish all these previous passengers would go away. They're just mixing with my new passengers a little bit. Yeah, Usedom, and it's just one more here. Yeah. And I think that is it. Pretty much. Yeah, we can start the ride. Final branch off here to Usedom. Here we go. You can see the FPS is absolutely fine now. It's recovered beautifully. But there was just an issue there. I don't know. Bit of a bug. Right. I need to get into... Is that fine? There we go. I was wondering if I thought it was in neutral. Right, let's get going. That little oh, thank you. At least he stopped. A little bit of a hiccup there. Do apologise for that. But that's what you get when you join onto beta patches. You get the chance of instability. But I'm very much so looking forward to my next episode, where I'm going to try and do, well, I'm not going to try, I am going to do a fully night service, you know. Don't know what I'm going to do it from. I might do it in the Neoplan Skyliner. There's quite a few repaints I want to kind of get through on the Neoplan Skyliner. I might even do it like a Flixbus, maybe. But we'll see. But there is a few good Skyliner repaints I kind of want to do as well. This was one of them. And I was actually going to do this video in a different repaint, but I just kind of, when I saw this repaint come out, I was like, this is definitely the one I want to use them with. But I think I know what I'm going to do the night service in the next video. There we go. Right, I don't think it's a massively long drive to Usedom. It's just literally down the road from Albeck. And I think we're going on a motorway now, so I guess this is the motorway on the island. There's only probably one. Oh, and there's other little towns, I guess, on each side. Right, beautiful. Are we fine? Yeah, we're alright. Oh no, it's not a motorway. It's just another country road. Am I speeding? Really? Oh no, now I'm not. It just caught me there on the last little bit of a transition there between the speeds. It's fine. Alright, let's whack on cruise control. I haven't actually used cruise control that much in this episode. I've just been mainly just having my foot on the pedal, really, to be honest. And also, we've been mainly driving on roads like this, where like this one seems fine for cruise control, but the ones that get all sorts of like windy and get a bit hilly, those ones I just turn off cruise control. It's just not really safe to have it on that. And then this is the kind of other alternate road that I could have taken from like the north of the island down here to Albeck, but I didn't want to backtrack myself. I wanted to kind of choose a path that I would have gone on like new roads that I've not seen yet or have not driven on. Go a little forward. There we go. Beautiful. But guys, do tell me what you guys think of this free Usedom DLC. I would love to hear your opinions on it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's great for free DLC. This is really nice, a really nice addition. And if they definitely do more of this, like if they do these kind of free bits as well as with the payware things, I definitely feel the payware would be a lot more justified and a lot more kind of worth it in a way, because this already just shows me like loads of cool stuff that they've kind of been adding and getting better with the game, and then to kind of, you know, kind of see to what the future is with the kind of country DLCs. I'm really super excited to see what they can do with the country kind of version, or the country-sized maps. Like this to me, this is like a little sector. This is like a little sector kind of map add-on. While I think when we get into Austria and Switzerland and France, those are going to be huge. And if they price it right, I think it's going to be very, like, the thing is, France is bigger than Germany. So that, think about that. France is going to be bigger than the actual standalone game. So that to me already, like, it's going to, I think that one's going to probably be the most expensive. Austria and Switzerland, I think they're combining together. And then France they're doing by itself. So when, you know, France is going to be a huge task. Like, that's going to be like that's going to be a huge amount of gameplay, and like just amount of hours and stuff that you'll be able to play on it extra on this game is going to be insane. Because, you know, Germany's this size, France is a hell of a lot bigger. And welcome to Usedom. A lot of scaffolding and stuff around. Guessing they're revamping. Oh, perfect. And more cobble street, like, yes please. Everything should be cobble street. Just looks nice. Oh, look at that. Little archway. That's cool. Right. Final turning here. I think there's like a castle here. This is really nice. Lovely. Oh, beautiful.
Da kann sich die Bahn echt mal ein Beispiel nehmen.
The railway should take a leaf out of my book. Well, oh, I can't really disagree with that, can't I? Right, let's get the doors open. I have to say, this FPS right now is really silky. It's a lot better than actually maybe that little like jitter that I have. Just it reset it and it's like so good now. It's like really creamy. I love it. That's great. Oh my god. Right. Getting too used. This is so nice. Definitely the game's like stability wise has improved massively. Right. Everyone should have their baggage, I hope. There's still some left on there, but I don't know why, but this is Usedom, guys. Nice little cathedral there, a little park outside it. But this is the end of the line here for this episode. Let's get a rundown of how we did. Very much so enjoyed this episode. I hope you did too. So how did we do? Check-in, yeah, check-ins were a little bit bad, but everything else so far not too bad. Not too bad. I see greens. Greens is good. Air conditioning for once has actually been pretty good. And announcements, well, it's not Flixbus. And then accidents, yeah. Well, there's always guaranteed at least one accident per video. So like I can't really stop that. It's just AI problems. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. That was episode 17 of Fernbus Coach Simulator Reloaded, as it's now branded. The Usedom DLC, I'm really impressed. You know, we went through there. We went through the new kind of updated Sellin, and then also the new city of Stralsund next to Sellin. That whole area has been updated, as you saw in my previous episode, and that's available for you guys now as well. With Usedom, with Albeck and Usedom, and all of the cool little towns and stuff that I was driving through. And I think there's a few more probably from like the area where I didn't drive from the motorway to Usedom directly, but really nice. I love what they're doing, and this is a really good step in the right direction for TML with this game. Really good that it's free as well, so you know, it earns the trust of people that have bought the game and, you know, want more content for it as well. And this really just builds up a really, as I said, trust with the developers, and also like with whenever they do payware, I think it'll be a lot more justified if they, you know, give us some free stuff like this to show that they're caring about the game and developing it more and making it better. So definitely right now I would say if you're someone who doesn't have this game and is, you know, asking around that, like, should I get this game now, is it more worth it, I definitely say yes. Now it's to a point where I think this is a really solid game, stable game as well. FPS has been really good except for that little stint, but I'm on the beta patch, but it's a really stable game now. You have quite a lot of stuff to do. You have obviously the free coaches still. There is more with the Cetras coming out, I don't know, soon, but they're in development and they are looking really cool, and I think there's quite a few variants of those ones that are coming for the game as well. You have the Bundesliga, the Football League stuff coming out. You have the country DLCs that are like in the making. There's so much stuff that is to be excited for the game, and then you also have the other one, which is the City Bus Berlin game that's going to be coming out soon. So like, if the kind of ethics and stuff of this game translate to that game, and that game's going to get multiplayer, maybe this game could eventually get multiplayer, because they're going to be like still updating this game with that new game. So exciting things. I'm, as a player and as a content creator that has played this game since like last year when it came out, I'm really impressed to see the growth of this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me like covering the Usedom DLC and like the Stralsund City as well. And all of the even the stuff, like most of the stuff that's behind the scenes with like the stability of like updated Unreal Engine update, the FPS, the lighting, which I'm going to show hopefully in the next video, which I'm going to do the next episode, which I'm going to do a fully night bus service route in the night time. I know people have been wanting it, and I will do it in episode 18. But this one was just to look at the new Usedom stuff, the free DLC for you guys, as well as to showcase a nice Stagecoach repaint for the Neoplan Skyliner, which I'll leave the link down below for the repaint if you want to download it off the Steam Workshop. The shoutouts again for this video go to Thepantsclub and Simulation Gamer. That's again Thepantsclub and Simulation Gamer. Their links to stuff will be down below. Do show them some love. Guys, I've thoroughly enjoyed episode 17. I hope you guys did too. I will see you in episode 18 for Fernbus Coach Simulator. Guys, take care. Have a lovely day.
We ain't